Anyone using a cell phone or device that depends on the cellular infrastructure in the United States is at some risk of exploitation. You are at greater risk while traveling abroad. But when visiting countries that have aggressive and technically capable security or counterintelligence services, you are at greatest risk. Merely arriving in some cities, such as Moscow, and turning on your cell phone or other mobile device exposes your information, location, and communications to eavesdroppers. Recent attention in the national media has focused on the existence of stored geolocation data on smartphones, which can reveal the user's movements for the entire previous year. Other wireless mobile devices store similar geolocation data.
iPhones are everywhere, and if you haven't already got one, there's a good chance you'd like one. But the smartphone is a little smarter and a lot sneakier than we thought, because it's now been revealed it keeps a record of all the places it, and therefore you, have been. And with the right piece of software, your computer will neatly map it all out.
I believe people need to be far more aware of the information they are handing over and far more careful when they are using the iPhone. You wouldn't want your information to fall into the wrong hands, and there is a risk of that.
It's fairly simple to get your movements downloaded from your phone to your computer. The technology is widely used in other pieces of equipment. Our test showed a Sky News iPhone user visiting numerous places in the UK and across the world. Apple told 2 US congressmen who were worried about iPhone privacy, location data will not be collected at all from those users who have location services turned off.
More tools that can exploit our mobile devices are becoming publicly available every day. A caller ID spoofing program can be used to mask the true identity of callers, digitally disguise their voices, and illegally access a target's voicemail, as was seen in the News of the World controversy.
We're going to call the number of the cell phone, and then we'll see that it will ask for a password.
You have reached the voicemail box. Please enter your 10-digit mailbox number
So that's
and
going to
press
ask
pound.
for the cell phone number.
Please enter your passcode, then press pound.
I have a service that I set up using a piece of open source software called Asterisk. And what this software allows me to do is spoof caller ID. So now I can call my cell phone pretending to be my cell phone, so it bypasses the requirement to ask for a password. So let me show you this. Let me call my service. So now it's going to ask me the number that I'm going to call, and then I'm going to put in the number of the cell phone.
Please enter the area code and number you want to call and now.
And then it will ask me for the mask number or the number I want to be calling from.
Enter your mask, follow the number you should be calling from now.
So I'm calling the number from the number. And I'm going to say, go ahead and go through.
Hey, it's your home nobody hacks into this voicemail and gets this very confidential information I'm leaving on this number.
So what happens is the cellular phone system thinks I'm calling from my handset and then doesn't ask for the password because that feature is turned off by default. So how do you protect yourself against this type of threat? Is you go into your voicemail options and you enable the prompt for a password always. And then what happens if somebody uses this caller ID spoofing method, it still will ask for the password and the hacker won't get access to your voicemail.
Adversaries can exploit vulnerabilities using physical access or remotely by sending malicious files or internet links. Once compromised, an adversary can control your device and exploit or monitor your microphone, built-in camera, voicemail files, geolocation data, Bluetooth controls, internet browser settings, and they can even reconfigure your device's security settings. Some simple solutions are to always apply the latest software updates, which include the latest security patches, through a trusted computer program and a reliable internet service. Enable auto lock and password lock. To ensure the security of your voicemail, require PIN confirmation each time your voicemails are accessed. Whenever possible, avoid or limit the use of any wireless network. Wi-Fi access points offer no protection for wirelessly transmitted data. Only use Bluetooth if absolutely necessary. Turn off location services unless critically needed. And most important of all, if you lose control of the device, consider all of the information compromised.